Hey everybody, it's that time again. More haul videos are just a constant thing on the channel now. I think I say this every time I do one of these. I don't know how all this stuff creeps up on me, but it does. And I think it's been a week or so since I did the last one. Maybe I should wait longer, but I'm impatient, and some of this stuff I do want to review sooner rather than later, and I don't want to do a haul video after the review comes out. That seems kind of weird to me. So we've got some new stuff, we've got some other new stuff, we've got some kind of old stuff, we've got some old stuff, and we've got some new stuff. Thundercats, Motu, Star Wars, a bunch of stuff. So there's a couple exclusive items here, and that's what I'm going to start with first. One of them is more exclusive than others. So you've seen, hopefully, on the channel that I have done some unboxings and reviews of the Loyal Subjects blind box figures. So they do things like Motu and Thundercats, which obviously, I'm going to get in on that. They do Street Fighter, they do Attack on Titan. They have a bunch of franchises that they have licenses for. Thundercats and Motu being the ones that I'm after. And they have a club that's called the Super Double Diamond Club. It's a yearly thing. You pay in at the beginning of the year and you get exclusive things that you can only get through this club throughout the year. There's 1,000 memberships. It costs, I don't know, $300-ish. I don't buy into it. I'm not a member, so I'm not a member. Don't think that. I don't want to get things that I don't actually want just to resell them later. Too much of a hassle. So they did manage to crank out some Thundercat exclusives, and what they do are kind of crystal variants of existing figures. So you're not going to get exclusive only figures in the membership. It's not like things you can't get elsewhere. They just look different. So these only have a few hundred versions of each. So they are relatively rare in terms of this line. I didn't pay a whole lot of money for this. I bought this guy on the aftermarket, but I had to have at least one. There are 3 of them. So this is the orange, orange red, Lino, and Snarf. And Lino and Snarf come in the blind box assortment that is the general release. So that's the one that doesn't apply to an exclusive retailer. So like GameStop has that, ThinkGeek has that, you might find it at your local comic shop. Big Bad Toy Store is going to carry that assortment. Entertainment Earth, places like that, places that don't have an actual exclusive set. Lino comes with Snarf as a pack-in. So, people are trying to sell him as an exclusive, and he's not. This, however, it's the same figure. There's nothing different. He's just clear. There's also a blue, which is more rare than the orange, and then there's a crystal clear, which is the rarest. So yeah, even within the exclusive membership, you still have things that are more exclusive than others, which is another reason why I don't buy into it, because, the completist in me wants all of these. I paid a decent amount for this, not much. I mean, realistically, I think it's less than it's worth, but this guy goes for even more, and this thing goes for over $100. No, I'm not paying for that. That's absurd to me. Some of the prices for these things kind of blow my mind and really bug me as a collector, but I'm not going to get into that. So, this is going to stay in the package. There's no reason to open him, especially when I finally get a hold of the general release, because I've got a full case of that coming at some point whenever BBTS gets them in. So yeah, that's a lot of rambling for one thing. The other exclusive is one that I mentioned previously in a video, the Funko video. So I got the Faker. I'll admit I had to resort to eBay for this because according to Target, he is done. And don't quote me on that. That's just what they answered to someone on Twitter, is that this guy was not made in enough quantity to go to every store. And as such, a lot of stores didn't get him, and as far as I can tell, there was no store in Kentucky that got this guy at all. I was wasting plenty of time trying to track him down, and I don't know anybody that could find him around me. He was found in states bordering Kentucky, but he wasn't found here. So I didn't pay very much for him. I paid, I don't know, maybe double, which is okay. I'm not going to freak out over that price. That makes me not want to open him now. I'm not going to do a review on him. He looks very cool. It's a He-Man pop with Skeletor armor on it. It's Faker. How could you not want him? I mean, he's easily probably the most anticipated in this current wave, and yet he's an exclusive. Target is awful about their Funko exclusives. Anybody that buys them knows that. You don't need me to tell you. Other stuff. These are things that, honestly, these were sitting in the backseat of my car, and I forgot I had them until I got home today. So I got these at Meijer. I don't know if everybody has a Meijer store. They're a large retailer, but they're department store, but they're regional, so they're not everywhere in the U.S. Found these, they were on sale. I got the single box version of Snoke, which I'm honestly not sure why. I think he was on sale, so I was kind of, let's do it. And then I got another Praetorian. This is the standard release, but what my goal is, because I know I've reviewed all of them at this point. I've shown in other haul videos that I've got other ones. But the point here is that, you know, the GameStop exclusive 4-pack or the Barnes & Noble, whatever, wherever many places it's sold, has soft goods. And I want to have a full set of 8 guards. And to do that, you know, this is something I normally wouldn't do. I'm going to take the bodies off of these and swap them. So this head will come off, and I'll put the head from the GameStop pack on there. So he doesn't have soft goods, because I want consistency in my display, at least for those. So I'll probably try to resell this guy with a soft goods body or something. Someone might want him for, you know, $7, $8. I don't know. That's just my idea. I still have yet to actually start working on that. Some older stuff and keeping with Star Wars. So, you know, I keep showing off things that I bought from my local comic shop, just kind of stuff from the 90s, really. And they're moving, the comic shop that I've gone to since, I don't know, I think I was like 7 years old. They're moving to another store, so they're trying to purge some stuff to make the move a little easier. And I mean, I've got a few more Star Wars figures. So we've got a Power of the Force Yak Face, Power of the Force 2. I mean, these were $3. I figured I'd grab him because it's Yak Face, come on. And then these two have a purpose. So I've got a Rancor Keeper and a Bib Fortuna. So they're going to be at Lexington Comic Con. These actors are going to be at Lexington Comic Con next month. So you've seen maybe you've seen in my Star Wars autographs video that I do Star Wars autographs on cards, on figures. So I needed some figures that, one, weren't opened, and two, look better than the few that I have that are carded. I still have my original Rancor Keeper figure from when I was a kid, unopened, but he's been moved, you know, 5 times since I was a kid, and he's just not in good shape. So, you know, $3, I got a good one, Rancor Keeper, Malakili, and a Bib Fortuna. I figure get a new. This was $3. This was $2.50. So, you know, something to get autographed that doesn't look like garbage. There's no point getting an autograph on a figure that doesn't look good. Now, something else we've been doing on this channel a lot lately has been Power Ranger reviews. And, you know, I'm doing these for, you know, the legacy figures because of the fact that I really don't have any other way to get some of these teams anymore. You know, Figure Arts is done. I really wish they weren't, because I bought tons of them just to have them, because they are superior figures. There's no doubt about it. But this is what we've got in terms of getting Power Ranger figures these days. And, you know, we've got the Dino Thunder figures that I've been doing. We've got some Power Ranger Zeo as well. And, you know, like I've said, Dino Thunder was past my time. I'm buying these because I dig the designs. But Zeo, I'm a big fan of the Zeo Rangers and that show in general. So I found at least part of the new wave recently. So we've got the Black Dino Thunder figure. And I almost had a bit of a scare when I got this guy, because I got him home and I realized, well, I don't see his weapon, but he has a holster. Apparently his brachio staff is really hidden behind that packaging. Like, there's no way to really see it. It's almost invisible in there. You really got to look for it. But it's in there, and he comes with a Build-A-Zord piece. I think it comes with one of the legs for the Dino Thunder Megazord. So I'm really excited to get this one out. I think we've still got the same gold issue going on, like with every other figure so far, but he does look pretty cool. And then we've got some Zeo Rangers. So, you know, this guy's been causing people to go stupid for a while. Zeo Red. So, yeah, I don't know why. People thought he was just going to disappear, and now he's all over the place. I've seen a few of them in the past few days again. So we got the Red Zeo, and then we got Blue Zeo as well. So, you know, 2 Jason David Frank figures in the same wave. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. These two are relatively, they're standard Rangers, but the Dino Thunder one is the one I'm really looking forward to. Got a few more things. Got some vintage stuff. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I've been kind of going through some my vintage Tmnt figures. Same as on Twitter. I think I posted some stuff on there as well. And if you're not, you know, might as well follow me. I post all kinds of toy stuff on there. Links are in the description below, or don't. It doesn't matter. So I've been going through my vintage TMNT stuff just because, I don't know, I got the itch, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm missing, what has been lost to time, what is broken, and things that I, you know, lost accessories for, because all of my vintage TMNT stuff is stuff that I had as a kid. Of all the lines that I collect, that is like the one that I was of the right age at the right time to really be in. You know, I was 4 years old when TMNT started, so that was, you know, that was kind of the time, and then I was pretty much all the way through. So I have tons of them. I don't have some of them. I don't have some of the more really rare figures, because that was when I started to get out, and, you know, toy collecting for me wasn't really a thing. It was just, I had toys. So I've been going through figures that, again, were broken, and one of them was Pizza Face. So I've replaced him, his leg was just shattered. The pizza box existed, but this piece was just beyond repair. And this guy looks really good. I mean, I got him for like nothing really. So he's got his cleaver and his pizza shield, and then he also comes with 2 pizzas. They're just, you know, molded plastic as Playmates did. But I gotta say, I love this figure. I think he's ridiculous, but I love vintage TMNT figures. They are, you know, just sculpted to the gills. It's crazy what kind of detail they actually put into these back in the late 80s, early 90s. Another one that was broken and I was missing pieces on was Baxter Stockman. So I've got a replacement for him. And honestly, I have 2 broken ones. I don't know why. One of them, the arm, the piece here that holds the arms and the wings slides into a slot in the back. This one of them is missing it entirely. The other one is cracked and one of the wings is missing. And I have a huge bin of TMNT accessories and I can't find them anywhere. They're also incredibly hard to go through because so much stuff looks so similar, especially when you're talking about the actual turtle accessories. But this guy is complete. His head isn't in the greatest shape. I might be able to pop that out of there and swap it for one of mine because mine are actually really good. And then one that I got that I don't believe I ever actually had. This one as a kid, which seems ridiculous in hindsight, but I can't find it. And yeah, I don't think I ever had him, was Super Shredder, believe it or not. Despite the fact that I have all of the movie Turtle figures, I cannot find him, and my mom doesn't think I ever had him either. What I find kind of ridiculous though is, you know, obviously he doesn't look like this in the movie. He's not purple, not this purple anyway. And he has pretty much the same pose as the regular Shredder because he's got the one hand that barely grips anything, and he's got the other open hand that's kind of janky looking. But I really, really like this figure. Obviously, he's not the black, what was it, Chef Boyardee mail-in figure that goes for like $100+ now. But that's fine. You know, he looks cool. I think he's great. He does come with one goofy accessory, not counting this big mace thing. He comes with like a cartoon-style communicator, and then he's got a couple mutagen canisters. So yeah, Super Shredder. I've got a few more TMNT figures that I've got on the way that are at some point that are going to replace figures that are really broken because I've got like a metal head that's missing an arm, things like that. And then the last thing that we've got here is something that I talked about in, I think, the last haul video that I was looking for because I left him behind like an idiot. You obviously saw it in the thumbnail. We got some Voltron. So we've got the blue lion. We've got the green lion. Obviously you know where this is going. Red lion. And the yellow lion. So we have got all 5 classic Voltron 84 style lions here, and I am pretty excited to actually tear into these because for one, they're big, 2, it's Voltron, and 3, they actually look pretty good. The general consensus on these seem to be pretty good, you know, higher than most. They aren't garbage, it certainly seems. The last Voltron that I bought myself was the Mattel Voltron, and it unfortunately is broken. And when I was moving stuff around, trying to get the toy room in the current state that it is, I found out the hard way that the blue lion did not, well, the locking mechanism that holds its leg in place was not working. And I picked it up over a tile floor. It slid right out, and the lower jaw on the blue lion shattered into a million pieces, which is pretty awful because that thing is expensive. It's not the greatest Voltron. Stability was always an issue. I've never got it to stand up. But I can never really replace him. There's no way I can justify buying that lion again. So he will kind of lean up against a wall for the rest of the time, basically. But that's not the point of this video, for me to whine about a broken toy. So yeah, we've got I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff. Again, a lot more than I thought. You know, 1, 2, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 different toys. I think that's it for the week, I hope. And it's only Thursday. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Again, there's going to be reviews for Voltron. I'm probably going to try to knock that out here soon. Got to figure out a way to kind of get in front of the camera for that review because he's just so big. Be easier to manipulate with a wider shot. And then we'll do the Power Rangers. And I've been thinking about going back and doing some vintage style reviews, not like full in-depth reviews, but like vintage look backs. I think I mentioned this previously. I didn't really get any. If I did, I don't think I got a whole lot of you know, user feedback on that. But if you are interested in older reviews, you know, like, you know, something quick, 5 minutes to take a look at the Super Shredder figure, or you know, vintage Thundercats, stuff like that. I want to talk about stuff that isn't brand new that I don't have to rush out and buy right away, if that makes any sense. So, you know, let me know. Let me know what you guys think of all this stuff. I probably talked for way too long in this video for sure, but that is going to do it for this haul video, and I'm sure I will be back soon enough with another one, but in the meantime, we will have more reviews soon, so I will catch you all later.